They pick up another support, then they pick a Phantom Assassin in the next phase, but then you give Lava a chance to take the PA for themselves. Or maybe just want to grab the PA here, but then you give them two opportunities to counter pick.
I think you have to save the PA. You have to save like your core pick for the end of this phase. Like you have second pick. So the worst thing that you can do is go into the second pick phase and just reveal your what should be your counter pick, right? Because that's where you
Mhm.
want to be able to secure like your core matchups. And if you just like pick a PA here, they just get two picks to deal with it.
Opponent's turn to pick.
You
Okay,
take the
so we're gonna go to the
Pangolier
Pango.
instead.
And this is flexible. It can be the 4, it can be a core. You don't really know. And I think they might try and be baiting an overreaction here from Lava, something like a Bloodseeker or a Puck or just different types of heroes that deal with it. There's the Grimstroke. All right. But not from the core position, which is kind of nice. And then they go
Yeah.
for the Jug.
All right. Don't have anything to buff up the Juggernaut. I know you're not crazy about it when you don't see a Magnus or an Ogre Magi on the same team as the Juggernaut.
Hmm.
But this does give them the opportunity to take Phantom Assassin. It's decent against most of these heroes so far. I mean, one of the main things that you're worried about is like
5 seconds.
Dark Portrait coming out from the PA as the game goes on.
It
But
is Radiant's
I feel like for now, not a major issue. They take the
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster though.
Not a bad pick.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think the Beastmaster still has the same issues in the. Wait, this is we don't know what this Beastmaster is. It could be mid lane, right?
I think it's offlane Beastmaster 5 position tied.
10 seconds.
Really?
I mean, like
5 seconds.
I
Either
don't know.
way,
I don't
whoever's in
know
this
why
off lane,
else
I
would
think
they
is
would
going to
pick the
struggle.
Beastmaster here.
Yeah,
It is done.
it's been a little while since we've seen 5 tied, but it is run every so often. Vector's banned out now on Lava, so again, they're worried about the backline being jumped. Group and Sancer are both heroes that are uh, susceptible to getting jumped at the back.
Yeah, I mean they
You
definitely
probably get
need
rid
a
of Phantom
carry.
Assassin next. You definitely want to get rid of Phantom Assassin next, right?
I agree. Yep. I mean, it's just too good against the Jug. You can never Omni Slash her. Grimstroke doesn't really have any kill threat, and she is so good at dealing with Mars and
10
Silencer. It
seconds
it has to be the PA.
Hmm. I don't know why the Spectre would be on the
5
forefront of their mind. I mean, it does a lot of the same thing, and gets around the map pretty quickly. And that's probably why they got rid of it. But I think PA is a bigger threat than a Juggernaut, or sorry, Spectre right now, with where we sit in the patch.
Yeah. I mean, just on the draft too. I mean, this it just looks like such a good PA game. I think we actually saw the exact thing of a Mars Silencer get destroyed by a PA earlier in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, they've got another 45 seconds to think about this one.
Second pick for Infamous is going to do wonders here. The thing that's so strange, you have like these 3 potential offlaners: Tidehunter, Panko, Beastmaster, all these heroes. You know, Beastmaster has to be a core. There's no reason you play a support Beastmaster. That would just be terrible. Pango and Tide, technically, you can rotate to supports. Like we see Pango mostly played in the 4 position right now. So it could just be like Pango Beastmaster off lane. It could be Pango mid. Like I don't really know. I imagine it's going to be an off lane Beastmaster, but they could be doing something strange here with like a Samum mid lane Beastmaster.
And I guess they're worried about them taking this game very quickly because they ban out the Razor and they get rid of the Puck Storm Spirit on the other side. So they're worried about heroes jumping them.
Dire must choose.
Yeah, there's this
And
Void
there's
Spirit.
finally the Void Spirit. It took them long enough.
It just seems like the best pick here. Like Storm Spirit, I think
Yeah.
was the first one on my mind. Like it is just very good at getting on top of this disruptor and finding these. It just synergizes exceptionally well with Silencer. Like Silencer just pops global silence, and Storm Spirit
And
has like 3
Grimstroke.
seconds to go kill someone.
Yeah, and Grimstroke as well. You've got
Yeah.
the Ink Swell. They've
5
improved that
seconds
one
remain.
again, so now it takes 3 seconds for that one to pop rather than the 4 like it had for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Tempo.
They'll take the TA.
That's
Your hero.
not a PA, a different kind of assassin.
Yeah, definitely the safe lane Lumiere. So we'll see how these all come through. It is going to be the 5 position Tidehunter. Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah,
only
you're
way
correct.
that this fits into the draft. So mid Pango, off lane Beastmaster most likely, but we'll see here in just a second once they actually lock these in.
Moose is going to be playing 4 Silencer this game. MJZ going to be on 5 Grimstroke. I'm not crazy about that. I think, actually, I don't know. Finding farm for Grimstroke is pretty important when there's like a good like right-clicking core on the side of the enemy team. But Templar Assassin, her strength is in her abilities. You know, her refraction, her meld strikes. She's not as strong without that. So
10
making illusions to her and
seconds remain.
prioritizing the farm for the Grimstroke to get an eggs isn't as important in this game, in my opinion.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like
But it's
Jug
okay.
and Grimstroke is just such a strong combo. You just ink swell the Juggernaut as he goes for the Blade Fury, and heroes die. So
Yeah.
very strong pickup there. The only thing you really have to be worried about is like how this like Lumiere TA is going to play, because you don't have a lot of like solid counters. It should do pretty well in lane against Frank on this Mars.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Lava's other lanes. I think they're going to do pretty dang well. Void Spirit Pango, not a bad matchup for the Void Spirit, unless you like get really unlucky with lucky shots. It's a pretty easy lane.
I don't know. Lucky Shot isn't as good as it was before. The lane is you don't max out the ability anymore, because usually you want at least 1 point of swashbucklers, like a gap closing. You want to put multiple points into your shield crash in order to trade with people and slow and run down, and then you put like maybe 1 point into Lucky Shot if you want to disarm and trade. So not as important as it was before. Like, show me that silencer win rate. 26-20. Not bad.
It's a pretty good KDA right there. 201 and 132 all-time win rate. That's pretty good. It's a lot of Beastmaster games.
You could say that he's a master.
Not quite. He's not yet a master. He's only at level 21 on the Beastmaster.
So he's on the council, but he's not a master.
Correct.
Let's see.
Quick pause here before we jump into it. And for those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. It's the BTS Pro Series Season 9. We got Lava versus Infamous here, a lower bracket round 3 elimination game. Currently, Lava up 1 game. So this is it for Infamous. All cards on the table. They've got to pull out a win here.
Yep.
And they have an interesting draft. Like, it is interesting. I will give them that.
I mean, they picked a bunch of position 3 / mid heroes that can go, and then just doing their best. Is that an actual emote that he just sent me? Oh, it is. Anyway, I got distracted for a second there. My heart's with Infamous this game because I like the creativity of their draft, but I'm thinking that Lava is going to win because this is a lot easier to execute.
A lot of these
That's
games,
my thought.
do come out to just ease of execution, and I think this silencer is a real sick response to them staking out the disruptor, and it's not easy for them to get their hands on this Jug. Like, you've got to go for like some sort of a roar into Ravage. Like, that's like about it. And that's not an easy task, being that this is a position 5 Tidehunter.
You
Yeah.
should have known better.
I don't know. I'm not crazy about the 5 Tidehunter. I mean, it's pretty easy to find kills moving around the map early with the Gush, like 1 point Gush, 1 point Aggro Smash. You can set up a lot of stuff. So you have to be a little bit worried about that. But his 60 is going to come online pretty slowly. He's not going to be able to sit in front of towers like you see a lot of Tidehunters do, right?
Correct.
That's part of the reason the strength of the hero. You park him like mid or top lane. If the enemies commit onto it, you pop the Ravage. And it becomes hard to take objectives. But against a Tidehunter in position 5, it's not difficult. He's very easy to burn down if he doesn't have any items.
Smoke
We'll
up
see
here
if there's
from
a-
Lava, and they're just going to use this to get some wards out in the mid lane, something we see very often. Frank going to pop the smoke there on the left side of the lane. He was actually hoping to catch one of them dropping a ward, I think, on MJZ.
I'm trying to rate high 5, but I don't rate so good.
It's all right, Neff. We like you for your looks. It's all right.
Thanks, buddy.
You didn't go to the NA School of Maths to learn writing, okay?
30 seconds.
That's true. Not to learn maths either, apparently. You just learn toxicity.
It's not wrong.
Right, Frank trying to scout out potential ward. He sees that there's nothing in the mid lane. The moment doesn't scout him out, though.
You got that classic high ground ward there, though.
Yep.
MJZ is going to take a lot of damage here. Inkswell not available. He ends up going the Stroke of Fate, but the curse there from the Silencer plus the Blade Fury, that's just going to be first blood, and Leo style yoinks it with a Resonant Pulse. That's going to get him a really fast bottle.
Yeah, he's already got 536 gold in his back pocket, so they are forced to drop a couple of spells, but I think he was probably going to get a Resonant Pulse anyways. Usually you get Aether Remnant if you're trying to deny a range creep from somebody. You get Resonant Pulse to like secure last hits a little bit easier.
I think you almost always go the Resonant Pulse 1 because you want to be able to push the lane a little bit. Oh, he ends up getting the deny anyway.
Yep. Very nice. All right, let's look elsewhere. Up in the top lane. Affliction does have the first point in the gush, but Lumiere isn't going to be able to do much to secure kill alongside him. So this lane will probably go the way of Silencer and Frank, but Affliction's trying to put a little bit of hurt onto them first wave. It's bottom lane's a really scary one. Once MJZ is level 2 and he's got Inkswell, then you have to be concerned about the Juggernaut just running at you and spinning you down.
Yeah, absolutely. Inkswell just makes him so much scarier. And he's going to go for those really fast boots, and I don't blame him, right? You want to be able to get past these boars, onto this Disruptor, onto this Beastmaster.
Speaking of, damn.
Well, the very least has to old Yeller it. Unlucky.
Yeah. You get no XP or gold if you deny a player-owned unit.
Yeah.
By the way.
Smart. It's a good way to do it. Yeah. There it is. Inkswell comes out. He's on to Sacred. There's the stun. He's still holding the Blade Fury for a lot of this, and it begins, man. The kills in this bottom lane. They're going to start snowballing.
Yep. And Michael... It might be, yeah, it's going to be worth it to try to throw an Inkswell onto him. It'll slow him down. The creeps will be on him and he'll take a bit of damage.
Looks like Kataro just wants to go back, farm up here. Yeah, I mean...
He might Inkswell a creep. He might Inkswell a creep.
That would actually be a really sick play.
Go for it. Do it.
He's afraid. He wants to hold it. I don't blame him, because, like, honestly, they could just run it Sacred again. He just TP'd back out here. And Kataro, he's got level 2 Blade Fury. He is just chasing him. He's going to be on top of Sacred in no time. Oh, the body blocks? Oh my gosh. No. All right, some big miscommunications there.
Yeah, communication is key, everybody.
Top lane, looking to get on Cam. He's able to get a lot of health back there with that stick. Has a Fairy Fire as well. Affliction in some trouble, as well as Lumiere here on the TA. He looped back around. He just goes down. Did not have Refraction.
No, first 2 points went into Side Blades and Meld, and that's normal, but yeah, there's the punish for it right there. And he's almost got level 3 in Silencer. At that point, it's going to be much more difficult to stick inside the lane. If Kim sees Affliction here, Affliction's just dead.
He's just trying to go for a pull here, but that is not going to happen.
Oh
boy, they just dove Sacred bottom. Kataro takes a lot of damage, but...
Oh, the body block's coming out now, so Kataro gets out of there.
MJZ actually might be in trouble. He gets the salve off onto Jug. Struggle Fate comes through.
They're going to turn it. They're going to turn it.
Yeah, this bottom lane looking very strong. Exactly as expected. I mean, this is how you would want the lane to go if you're a Lava. Infamous just doing what they can to bleed as little kills as possible, but it's not easy. You got a Mango, and there it is. Right into that stun. Once again onto the Beastmaster plus the Blade Fury, and you do trade for a kill there, but your Beastmaster has now died, TP Delane died, and then died, TP Delane died. So...
That's a lot of death.
Yeah, this is rough.
You lost Tidehunter in the top lane at the same time. He's sitting up there way too low, so the Silencer just drops a quick Q, E onto him, and he's down.
Doesn't have glaives yet, yeah.
Beastmaster actually pops a smoke in order to get back to lane faster. Because he doesn't have boots yet.
You know, this is what we call bootstraps, Neph. He is picking himself back up, trying to get active here. Meanwhile, mid lane, Sumum and Leo Style still going at it. The big decider is going to be that 6-minute rune, and Leo Style is going to have level 6 for that, no problem. And I don't know if Sumum will.
I mean, this is what Sumum wanted when we interviewed him. We wanted to play against Leo Style in the mid lane here, but he's get a bit of a beatdown at the moment. 25-4 on the Void Spirit.
I mean,
He's
he's
starting to
close.
catch back up.
Yeah, it's very close.
But part of that is you have to keep in mind part of that is the gold that he got from the small camp. So he's 500 net worth up right now at 5 minutes in. That's pretty good.
Top lane, they might be in trouble here once again. Kim, if he gets a 2-man curse, they could probably just kill them off.
Yep. And he's looking for it on Lumiere. And there's the last word.
I mean, Affliction's just gonna be he gets a
dead?
silence.
Oh no, never mind. He got the.
He just doesn't have mana for Spear. If Frank had Spear and Vision there, he was super dead. Well played there by Lumiere.
Bottom lane, MJZ about to drop, it looks like.
Yeah, surrounded, caught out of position. Katara walks in with phase boots, pops that Blade Fury in a rotation in from Leo style. He gets himself his 2nd kill of the game. Leo style with a really nice body block there onto Michael. Sets up an Omni Slash. Okay. Wait a minute.
No. Okay.
Dude, he almost got the deny off. That would have been so funny. I honestly am surprised. I guess Satyr Banisher is only hit for 8 damage, but...
pathetic, really.
Yeah.
That was considering just a chop back to the Satyr Banisher with like the one auto attack that he had the ability to jump over to them. That was almost a disaster for the Juggernaut, but very sick body blocks there. The last spell that he had available, the Astral Step, ended up slowing him just enough to gap the distance there. Well, Yo style popping off right now. Give you a chance to come back a little bit on Simone, but you've got Juggernaut even further ahead. So top 3 heroes in the net worth, all on the side of lava. They're popping off.
Yep. They only have about a 1k gold lead. It's not too much, but the biggest problem is this Beastmaster. Like, he does need a lot of farm. Like, Beastmaster is a hero that wants to get to his early Helm of the Overlord and be able to pressure these side lanes with these summons, but I mean, it's 7 minutes in the game. You don't even have the Dominator yet.
Yeah, usually they have the Dominator around like 7, 8, so he's actually sometimes a little bit earlier than that. You're further behind where you want than you want to be, for sure. The Helm of the Overlord isn't going to come out until pretty late this game, I feel.
Top lane, they get Affliction again. Not even needing the arena. I was gonna say the 7-8 minute Helm of the Overlord usually comes with boots though. Like I've seen Beastmasters get the Helm of the Dominator by like 5.5, 6 minutes, like pretty easily in games. But
yeah, I was thinking with boots, and he does not have shoes yet. I'm surprised he decided to come down here because, oh god, mid lane?
Mid lane, yeah, they are getting aggressive. Sumam pulled right back in. He's gonna have that Rolling Thunder though, and Leo style, Astral steps away. Doesn't have the range there for the glimpse, but we'll be able to find Kim in the process. So a really nice play here on this Pango, finding something here. So they have really struggled so far.
He might be dead on the Disruptor.
Yeah, I don't know if might's the correct word. That's a definite yes. And he also gets lucky with a rune, finding a DD there. Sumam actually has to be very careful. If he gets this Inkswell onto Pango, he could chase once these Astral steps are back up.
Yeah, he's holding his Swashbuckle as an escape. So one Astral Step isn't going to be enough, and he's lacking mana right now on Leo's style. Interesting choice to go forward there, but again, he is holding onto the Swashbuckle. He's at 3 points on it now. It's got a somewhat low cooldown. Running straight at the Void Spirit would be a little bit difficult.
Bottle refill as well. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's now
he's looking for blood now on Leo.
Yeah, he pops the DD. They see him though. They have 2 wards here to scout this, so just trying to figure out where he wants to go, and it's just toggling back and forth between the mid lane and the top lane here. I think they're pinging out. He knows, yeah, there's a ward. Kim, we'll grab that first one.
Well, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to find a kill with this one. And Kim edge closer to his level 6. The Global Silence to help you secure kills onto the Pangolier, who would not be able to get away with his Rolling Thunder. Just drop it mid-cast animation, and it'll go down.
Frank did not go the Meteor Hammer build this game. He went for the Armlet, something we've seen occasionally here out of the offlane Mars, just because it works so well with these strength heroes and pairs up really well with the God's Rebuke. Is pretty sick.
Yeah. No Meteor Hammer though. Are you disappointed, Ricky?
A little bit. You know, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I think this game, it's a lot more difficult to land the combos here of the Meteor Hammer. Tidehunter catches an arena top. He's just dead. Frank's got the damage, and honestly, the armlet really showing its strength there.
Yeah. You think that you'd be able to soak XP that close to your tower, but they knock him away. They try to go into Lumia here. They use an Urn Charge, but no mana on Frank, unfortunately.
Yeah, the thing is with the Meteor Hammer build, like it works really well because you can just solo supports with it. But you're against a Tidehunter who's going to have Kraken Shell, and you're never really going to get eyes on the Disruptor. Like if Disruptor's in the arena, you don't need a Meteor Hammer to finish kill him. So
yeah,
I guess the idea here is the armlet's just a little bit stronger.
Yeah. Mid lane Affliction. He ate up the tome, trying to get his level 6. He's still only level 5. I think he'll probably get it after this creep wave and the catapult, though. Then he'll be able to make a couple plays with his team, and he very much needs to. 11-3 right now. Lava. They've been doing well in basically every lane. They're trying to set up bottom right now on Infamous. Getting kill off onto Katara right now would be a little bit difficult with MJZ sitting behind him, though.
He's got the Yasha done. MJZ, like, really smart heads up play from him there. Like, dropped the ward as soon as he saw them, like, start to come out from the lane. Or a sentry, rather. And sees the Hawk. So, that gank's not going to net them anything. Meanwhile, they do smoke up here, and they're kind of eyeballing Leo style here in the mid lane. Scan does come out, though, so he knows that they are somewhat nearby, but he doesn't know that they're behind him as well. It's going to be Kim. Pops the Global Silence right away, and MJZ is here. In comes the Inkswell. And that's just going to be a dead Pangolier. That is a fantastic find for them. And Kataro even coming in. He has Blade Fury. He's going to pop it if they can take down Michael. In time, he gets out just barely, but Frank's, his rotation is going to set up one here onto Affliction.
Doesn't bother popping the Ravage there. Would have just been a waste, but they're going to turn their eyes to the mid tower because they took the fight right beside it. They have Fortify available. Buy them a little bit of time, but I don't think anyone's going to be able to get over there to defend.
Yosta actually comes bottom. He wants to defend this tower, but he needs help, and it's going to be the Grimstroke coming from base, refilling that bottle. Tower ends up going down to Sacred eventually, right? This is the inevitable. Playing against a Beastmaster with the Helm of the Dominator, he eventually takes those towers. Mid lane, Frank caught by the Rolling Thunder, in some trouble. Kataro, he gets caught by the Ravage, but still has the Omni Slash as well as his Blade Fury. Frank is
keeping him up.
He's just so tanky. Yeah, the Healing Ward micro is so well done by Kataro. Oh my goodness.
He got brought into the low ground because it pushed him down thanks to the Rolling Thunder, and because of that, someone isn't able to get the auto attacks off onto him, and the Healing Ward keeping him topped up. End up putting 3 points to do it early on. You see a lot of Juggernauts go stats these days, but Healing Ward points ended up being worth it there.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Nice micro.
Man, I just want to interview Frank and be like, dude, explain your Mars builds, because these are sick. You know, like why do you go Armlet? Why does he go Meteor Hammer? Like, these are all really cool things to know.
Yeah, I don't know, he was very good at Beastmaster for a while when Necronomicon was popular, so he's very good at deciding when he needs to exist by himself on like a different part of the map. And I think that's what he was doing when he went to Meteor Hammer last game. In this game, he's going to be a little bit more active, and so he front lines more. He's able to clear out creeps and like the boars, the Centaur Conqueror from the Helm Dom with the Gods of Buke Armlet.
They got the tower. I mean, they really wanted to respond to this, but just a little bit too slow, and Beastmaster getting that tower is pretty big for him.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's what it is. If you're used to playing heroes that are like good at soloing, you become very good at making decisions of when you need to solo and when you play with your team.
Oh, Spear mid off the mark from Frank, but they're on top of the Assassin and silenced up. No way out. They do have the Global Silence to work with. They don't even need to use it. Simone just gets soloed by Kataro's Omni Slash, and he's going in for Moira on Leo style. A lot of damage. Finally, there's your Global. Beastmaster in some trouble. The Healing Ward still alive through it all. So continuing to chase for Michael, and he is he's going to take out here to this one. I believe Kim will finish him off.
Slow from the gosh a little bit too much, so Kim isn't able to gap this, and Frankie's trying to bunny hop forward though. If he can get a Gods of Buke off, then he gets the kill.
Oh, he does.
There it is.
Dude, these guys are looking so damn good. Double TP in. Sumam, he sees Frank, but he's got the Armlet toggle. That TP is not happening, so you just got to play with the Armlet toggle here as best as possible, but not today.
No. They were down pretty far. Unfortunately, it's still pretty early game. The respawn times aren't that big, so right back in the fight in there to bring you down. Lose your unstoppable streak. That going the way of Lumiere is going to help him out quite a bit. He's only 300 gold off his Desolator now.
I mean, that ended up being
point,
a 5-for-1, right?
Yep.
A little something extra.
I don't think they should have gone so hard, but goddamn, it was fun to watch.
You know, Nev, you told me earlier there's only 2 ways to play Dota, right?
As mild and as wild, baby.
Infamous smoked up here. Trying to get a wraparound play. I mean, the problem for them is top lane Kataro pretty free here as he's got a Maelstrom on the way. And
yeah, and they're gonna realize
Frank gets the blink. Look at that.
Yeah, like they're gonna be on high alert. They know if they're not defending top lane from the Juggernaut right now, like the way it's pushing to your tier 2, then they're smoked up and they're looking for a kill. And they know the Ravage is available as well. So that one was pretty telegraphed. But smart for Lava to dodge that one out.
Namir, he's gonna go for. Oh, he actually missed the Meld Strike just barely. So double Meld Strike on the Roche, not gonna be there. This is gonna slow it down a little bit. Whether or not it makes enough of an opening for Lava to contest, we'll find out. Just falling very quick, and yeah, looks like unable to make their way into the pit is going to go the way of Infamous. Age is picked up here on Lumiere. Kataro wants to join the fight, but there's an arena that's already been dropped that catches the Beastmaster as well as the Mars. Or I'm sorry, Beastmaster and Disruptor, and they just get 2 quick kills. Affliction will TP home. He's safe. Kataro just having some fun, farming up all alone.
Eating up the enemy team's jungle, because not only is he getting himself bigger, but he's denying this farm from the enemy team. At the very least, they managed to deny Lava from getting the Aegis, because that was probably going to be one of their next objectives, given that they have so much control of the map right now. So the game's going to be a little bit safer for Lumiere for the next little bit, but she really needs her BKB in order to take a fight against Lava.
Absolutely. Kataro going to be able to get this top tower, no problem at all. And tier 2 should open up the outpost. So again, XP advantage gonna widen even more here for Lava as they've just been slowly increasing their lead since the start of the game, really.
And Excel, I see him on this this Tidehunter instead of like a Gyrocopter or something. His possibilities are just so limited based on his ultimate.
They find Affliction. Well played.
Yeah, he just dies first.
They also got vision onto Michael, but he will be able to sleep out of this. No problem at all.
Yep. No way of interrupting that one. So he's out. Yo style. Show me the bottom lane. Well, they turn their eyes towards the mid tier 2 and the rest of the team, but Leo Style wants to be able to shove in this the bottom tier 1. That's the goal right now, right? Box them into their base. They're doing it pretty early as well.
They really are. They jump forward. Frank with the Inkswell, he catches Affliction. Silenced up as well. That means no Ravage is coming through, and Tidehunter, one of your big team fight heroes, is just gone.
He didn't waste his Ravage there, so he's still holding on to it, but he hasn't been able to do anything this game.
Oh, they find Frank here on the Mars. The healing ward coming over. Maybe enough to keep him alive again, but not this time. Templar Assassin just burned down. Aegis gonna bite the dust. Kataro, he's still got that Omni Slash waiting to go, stunning him up. There's the, oh my gosh, the Omni Slash ends up taunting over to Disruptor. Very lucky there for Lumiere, as the global silence would have been certain death for him. And speaking of silence, backside of the fight, Sumum held in place by Leo Styles Aghanims.
Yeah, and brought down by the silence there. Another +2. This guy's got 26 permanent stolen intel. It is 26-6 right now. We're not seeing a beatdown at the same level as the game number 2 of the first series that we saw today of Thunder Predator versus 4 Zumas, but this one's also a pretty big beatdown.
It is, and Kataro, he's walking over to grab this bottle and this DD rune, and he's gonna just be super happy to take another fight with that one.
And they need to get a foothold back on this game somehow on Infamous, but they're still a ways away from a couple of items that they need. Disruptor, he's got like bits and pieces of a Yule Scepter. You still don't have the Helm of the Overlord completed on the Beastmaster. You need another 500 gold for that one. Tidehunter, I don't see him ever finishing this Blink Dagger. He needs for like favorable initiations. And all right, there it is. BKB now completed on Lumiere, but just by itself, I feel like it's not enough. And everyone else on your team is too far away from another item.
You just, like, the thing with Lava,
they're gonna try with it.
guess so. Yeah, they smoke up, and maybe Affliction can find some sort of initiation, but you've got to somehow be better than Frank on the Mars, who does have the blink.
Yeah. Level 7 on this Boost 5 Tidehunter.
Oh, they actually managed to catch the Void Spirit there. A little bit of a misplay by Leo style, but the question is are these even going to kill him? He gets to dissimulate out. E-Chain sums it down. He survives. They take down 2 heroes. Oh no, that is worst case scenario. They dumped everything on the Void Spirit. Lumiere pops the BKB, will find Kim, but Pangolier finds a spear there, and Kataro, he pops that double damage. They want to be able to get on top of this TA, and Leo style gonna make easy work of that as they end up finding 5 heroes. Dude, I thought for sure Leo style was dead, and then this was gonna get like a big punish from Infamous, but
He didn't have enough damage to finish him off. He managed to survive. There wasn't even a healing ward that came out for him there. He just tanked it all up. It was okay. And after this one, he's going to go for the Sanj and Kaya. He's going to be even harder to bring down.
I mean, there's nothing left here on Infamous. They used everything. Roar, Ravage, the Static Storm. There are no big teamfight spells available for Lava. Meanwhile, Jug sitting on this Omni Slash, just waiting for someone to come too far forward. And oh, nice attempt there from Frank.
Going right through
Oh,
him.
he's gonna get glimpsed, but there it is. The global silence into the Omni Slash. They find 2 right away, and now Affliction in some trouble as the Blade Fury gonna make quick work of him. Well, he gets he makes it back to base. Kraken Shell is actually enough. You lose Grimstroke on the backside to Lumiere, but
Oh, Juggernaut getting pulled back in. They might just get him.
that's a huge Static Storm. It's back off cooldown. Juggernaut falling so low. Lumiere with the BKB. Can he finish off the Jug? He's so low. He gets the healing ward off last second, and there's the arena from Frank. It's going to buy him the space they need now. Lumiere, he's stuck here all alone. Nothing going the way of Infamous.
The armlet toggled through the attacks and the Templar Assassin. They managed to bring her down as well. Just as it looked like they would have been able to turn that one around. There it is. The tips come out. They can't bring down Frank. He's too big, and now he's back up to full HP already.
These healing wards have been doing so much work this fight. And now mid lane, Leo style comes in, tries to get the kill there onto Affliction, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, they're trying to commit to kill the Silencer, but they still can't.
Yeah. I mean, position 4 Silencer. He's pretty farmed, though. He's got himself a Veil of Discord and a Dragonlance. I mean, this guy is surprisingly tanky. 1700 HP.
And a lot of armor.
Yeah.
Kataro finished up the second melee barracks there. Yes, Sacred. He's got the roar glimpse, but for what? Instant Blade Fury, and they will make it out. Kataro now has the Iascati completed, saving up for the Aghanim Shard so that he can apply that slow during the Blade Fury. Something that cannot be understated. It is incredibly strong.
Yeah. He's done 300 gold for that one. Now leaving their base, I think they want to find the tier 2 neutral items right now.
Oh, Sumam pops the BKB, just again committing here for a Silencer. They've got it. He's just tanky. Sumam can't find him. There's the global silence. And then the arena, it's trapped them both. They get the stun onto the TA, the shackles onto Bango. They lose one Ravage from Affliction. He finally gets a kill, but at what cost? Lumiere is all alone. Sacred with the roar onto the Juggernaut, but there's a cooldown coming. That's going to be the Omni Slash. Oh my God. Infamous, they call it. They know their time is up here in the Pro Series Season 9.
Oh my. A complete stomp in the last game of both of our series today. Lava absolutely destroying Infamous. I don't know. It was a bold draft they went for here on game 2 on Infamous. We didn't know where anybody was going to go, but the Tidehunter couldn't really do anything this game. His Ravages, towards the end of the game, he made them work, but he was so underleveled at the beginning. The Beastmaster lost his lane. He was way too hard trying to play against that Inkswell Blade Fury combination. Top lane didn't go as well for you as you had hoped either. It felt like a lose every single lane scenario.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't quite lose every single lane, but they didn't really win top here on Infamous, and bottom was such a disaster. Leo style mid had a fantastic time as well. I mean, this really was just a dominant performance from Lava. I mean, they looked good game 1 and game 2, putting on a clinic here today. I mean, Leo style as well as Kataro, both 8-0. You know, that is It says something about the performance from these two guys.
Yeah. We do have a post game interview lined up. We got the legend himself, Moo/Kim, that we're about to drag in. Everybody,
Ooh.
Ricky, are you ready?
No, not at all. Give me like 3 seconds here. I'm going to throw the bracket up for everyone to take a look at this so that they, can see where we are so far in the tournament. But yeah, at the moment, we got tomorrow's matches, right? It's going to be 4 Zoomers versus Lava, and the winner will go on to play Thunder Predator in the grand finals. But before we call it a night, we do have that interview in neph. I am now finally ready for that if we want to go ahead and send this one off.
Excellent. I'll pull him in then. Welcome, Moose, and congratulations on the victory. Game number 2 was a complete stomp.
Hello. How you
Hello.
doing?
Excellent, excellent. How are you? How are you feeling after that win?
Well, we are feeling pretty good. Looking forward for the next games.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy to hear it. Now, we talked to the new Thunder Predator earlier today. They said they were looking forward to facing you in the grand finals most of all. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean they are a great team. They are like good rivals. They are SA bros. So it's always gonna be like a pleasure to beat them or play them.
Mhm. Now, my first question for you is: I've seen you change your name. In the client, you're under Kim now. I think for the DPC registration. Is
Yeah.
that an error, or is that going to be your name from now on? If it is, it makes my life so much easier because I think you were on our team with Moo before, and then Panda Boo changed his name to Panda Moo. So you'd be doing everyone a favor by changing your name to Kim.
Yeah, too much moose in the world. Moo, moose, moon. So I
Moon,
gotta change it up.
Yeah, there's Moon. I was like, you're also forgetting Moon Meander, which everyone just calls Moon. Yeah, it was a rough time as a caster when these guys were all in the same game. So thank you. We appreciate it, Kim. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Uh, thank you, Kim. My question. Oh, you wanted to. You were curious about Frank that last game, but Kim, you had an amazing silencer performance that game. Usually, it's played on position 5. You just went right click after you went earn. You went for Dragonlance and started clicking people down. With you had 36 stolen int at the end. What made you decide to go Dragonlance instead of like save items? You just felt like you were winning too hard. What was it?
Honestly, like I don't think much players play Silencer for, but I like it personally. So I've been trying out like a lot of builds in my pubs. So
Mhm.
I feel like it's a good item because I've tried like a lot of stuff, and you know you decide after you see what's good for you. And I like it. It's not like it's random. I actually did it in a pub before,
Mhm.
and I was like owning. So I guess it's a good item. I mean, in this game we were stomping, so it doesn't matter what I really buy. So I wanted to try it more.
Yeah, I mean it obviously worked out. What were you
Yeah.
saying, Ricky?
I would say we were watching the late game. Like you were incredibly tanky, as by evident by Sumam trying to like chase you down in the river, and you're just like, yeah, I don't really care. Like you were just had like 1700 HP and 14 armor. You know, it ended up seemed to work. It was a sick build. I love it.
Thanks.
Yeah. So the draft in I'm talking a lot about game number 2. The draft in game number 2 from Infamous was absolutely insane. I didn't know who was going where. Were you worried about that in your draft, or were you just playing your own game? I know that you're the
Uh,
captain, so.
yeah, I mean, we studied what they did, and I think they tried to steal a lot of heroes from us, and
Mhm,
I think they put themselves in like in an uncomfortable situation,
mhm,
and we kind of knew that, so we took a little bit advantage of that, and we also like we always do our own thing,
mhm,
combined with them being like uncomfortable, like it was a smooth game for us,
mhm.
a smooth drafts, I would say.
Yeah, it looked very easy. Bottom went exactly how you guys wanted it to go. They were just death after death there. Like they kind of forced themselves into picking Tidehunter because it's really popular in the meta right now. So I really like how you drafted that game. Uh, God, and one more question about game number 1 from earlier. Uh, you played the Snapfire. You went straight Blink Dagger 4 staff. Do you still think and Veil Discord? Do you still think the Snapfire is very good right now, even though the stun got nerfed on the Aghanim shard? It was nerfed by like 0.5 seconds, but you're still playing super aggressive in their face. There's a couple times you even forced Lumiere's BKB. Is this something that you value a lot personally, or do you think it's going to start to fall off?
I think like the nerf is decent, but I think I here it's still good. like a spirit, like in the TI, that this hero has been picked a lot and win a lot of games. So I believe that the hero like still does a job. He's a strong laner, as his ulti for team fight, and you can eventually like stun people. You can still the thing is like you can still combo with Key. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
The stun of the shard is gonna be like lower, but you can still do the combo and change to people. That's the key. Maybe
Yeah.
if they like if they make a way that you cannot change stun, that's gonna be a problem. But till that, it's gonna be fine. I think.
Mhm.
Right on.
Makes sense.
I do have a question for you. So this was something I was just so curious about because Frank has done this now multiple times in this tournament, and I know you're not Frank, but maybe you have some insight. But his Mars has toggled between two builds: this Meteor Hammer or this Armlet, and they are so different. But I'm curious, like, do you guys talk about this, or is he just kind of like, I'm gonna go Meteor Hammer this game? Like, what is the what is the thought behind this?
Oh yeah. We will do it. For example, in this game, he went this build because he needed armor against the TA. Because if he rush the middle harm, it's gonna be a little hard in the lane. So there's basically like these two builds like that he likes. So he decides depending who is he playing against in the lane or in the game and what heroes we have. So it's something we talk about and we kind of adjust our gameplay to that because it changes depending of the item he buys.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. Yeah, they're two completely different play styles. Like we were like this game, he's a lot more active in these early fights, and previously he's basically just ratting their top. Like last game was just ratting their
Yeah, do
bottom
the
lane
tier
with a
two
meteor
so quickly.
hammer, pushing a tier 3 at like 20 minutes. But it's so fun to see you guys adapt so fast to your different play styles, and you guys crushed it today. This is super sick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh,
You guys crushed too, casting.
Thank you. We've got an easy job compared to you, though.
This is true.
Yeah.
Much easier.
We get to sit on the sidelines and just talk about the players and whatnot. Now, last question I wanted to ask is, you guys, you're staying together for the DPC season. I was terrified earlier. I saw that you got removed from Lava on the DPC website. You're still with the team, right?
Yeah, we still we
Okay,
still do.
perfect. I was worried. Someone messaged me. They're like, "Moose is gone." I'm like, "What? No, you can't
Yeah.
get rid of him. What do you mean?"
Yeah, we went into like immediate panic. We're like, oh no, what happened? But yeah, good to know that y'all are staying together.
Yeah. And you guys will be in a team house together sometime this next week, right?
Probably like around these days, like after this tournament ends. So
Uh,
it's pretty hype.
yeah, I'm happy to hear it as well. The SA region is going to look incredibly competitive. Thank you so much for joining for the interview, man. Is there anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
Thanks to the fans that support us, like the
Mhm.
English speakers that are watching this stream, because I don't think like much Spanish speakers watch this, but for all the guys that support us, like I'm very thankful for that. We're gonna try our best and keep looking forward, because I think like good things are gonna come out this year for us. So keep cheering for us. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Hey,
so much.
you have a wonderful night, man. Thank you so much for joining us on the interview, and again, congratulations. One step closer to the grand finals.
You too, guys. Thanks for having me.
Mhm.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Neph, what is there to say, really? I mean, I will. One of the things that I love about the South American region is just the respect that these like three teams that we've been talking to these last 2 days have for each other, right? Like Infamous, Lava, and Thunder Predator. Like all of these teams, they're kind of friends amongst each other. It seems to be like a pretty tight knit group, but also just incredibly skilled. And obviously, it sucks to say goodbye to Infamous here today, but it's got to happen. We only 3 teams remaining: Zoomers, Lava, and Thunder Predator already in the grand finals. What do you think, man? What can we expect tomorrow?
Hmm. I expect a bloodbath. I think some people were off their game for a couple of the matches today, but we're going to see nothing but the best tomorrow. And not just for us in the NA and SA region, but we've also got SEA playoffs happening in, God, another 5 hours. We ended earlier than I thought today just because we had a couple really short, stompy games.
I mean, we still had a 3-game series at least, so
Mhm.
could have been shorter, but yeah, I mean, we've done it. We got 1 day left. That's it. For those of you guys who don't know, who maybe you're just out of the loop and not paying attention to the best regions in Dota, but the Pro Series is almost over. We got 1 day left. It's going to be tomorrow, the grand finals. Now, as far as the start time, is that one going to be a regular time, or are they starting this one early again? Because I actually need to double check for my own sake. And
Tomorrow?
yeah.
Oh god, tomorrow they are starting that early. That is going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific, everybody. So it's going to be 2 hours earlier than the matches started today.
Right on. So make sure to be here and on time for that one. You will not want to miss it. It's going to be a banger of an opening series. And then, of course, a best of 5 grand finals to crown the new champion of Pro Series 9. Neff, any final thoughts before we call it a night?
No, it's only right that No Ping Now Thunder Predator, the former champions, are going to have the opportunity to defend themselves here in the grand finals. But tomorrow's going to be a good day, a lot of fun. So make sure that you guys show up and watch the match. It's Sunday, you got nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah, be here. And if you're not, you're just making the wrong decisions. I don't know what to tell you. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you so much all for tuning in. My name is rkryptic, and of course, I'm here with Neph once again. We will see you tomorrow, 2 hours earlier, here on Beyond the Summit for the grand finals of Pro Series 9. Have a wonderful night.